Today, I'll be ranking the 5 best running shoes for footballers right now in 2022. Oh, well, best and best. Let's call them the 5 running shoes that I would prefer as a footballer to use right now. But running shoes? Aren't you a boot nerd, Jay? Well, here's the thing. We gotta stay fit as footballers, and especially now that the season is over, it's a good idea to make sure that you stay sharp over the summer before the season begins again, so you don't have to start from scratch. Now for me, a good running shoe is of course a comfortable one that has pretty good cushioning and good stability, but also one that feels like it gives just a little bit back in terms of at least making me feel like I'm being pushed forward. Now, I'm not a racer by any means, and I'm mainly running to improve my fitness, my endurance, and my stamina, like I guess most footballers are. And for that, these 5 shoes are my favorites. And you can of course buy all of them via the link up there or in the description. First up, we have the Adidas Solar Glide 4 ST, which is a rather rigid shoe, which also means that it's very, very stable. Now, that makes it really good for recovery runs or for people who just want a lot of mileage in a shoe with good durability. Now, the rigidity also means that it's definitely not a racer, but on the other hand, it's a solid workhorse for people who just want something straightforward that lasts. Of course, you can also go for a Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 39, but personally, I like the fit in these just a little bit better. And then there's the Adidas 4D Forward, which is designed with this 3D printed outsole that has this structure, so when you land on it and compress it and it stretches back out, it's supposed to be in an angle that pushes you forward, gives you a bit of forward momentum, hence the name. And when I heard that, I thought, ooh, that's gonna be aggressive and fast. And it's not really. But what it is that it's really comfortable and a very easy ride. It has solid cushioning and this sensationally slipper-like upper that is so thin and soft and breathable, and it just works. And sure, the shoe is a bit expensive. But what's cool for me is that it also easily alternates as a sneaker. So that's a few star points as well in my book. So if you like it comfortable and futuristic, well, these are definitely worth a look in. Then there's the Mizuno Wave Sky 5 that features Mizuno's energy foam, which is supposed to, again, propel you a little bit more forward when you run. It's kind of a theme apparently with running shoes. But the thing is that it actually does a pretty good job at that to some extent. Although it definitely isn't a racing shoe by any stretch of the imagination either. Now, the fit is actually pretty good. It's pretty wide, has a soft upper, but is on the snug side. The heel counter is super nice, very supportive, and then you have this midsole foam that strikes a good balance between feeling nice and cozy and padded and dampening, but while also giving you the feeling at least that it gives a little bit extra back when you run. So it's a nice combination for those easy rides where you just need to get a few kilometers in your legs, but also those where you push yourself a little bit harder. And then there's the New Balance Fresh Foam 1080 V12, which it's a ridiculous name, but it's also a shoe that surprised me a little bit, because it reminds me a bit of the first generation of the Adidas Ultra Boost with this super soft and slightly stretchy knit upper that fits even wide feet relatively well, but then there's also this wonderful outsole foam. It makes the shoe very good for those easy rides where you just want to go and run, because the cushioning is so cloudy and wobbly, and it's as if the shoe comes and puts a robe over your shoulders and gives you a cheeky little massage. But what surprised me was also that it does feature a bit of snappiness when you do decide to pick up the pace. And actually, I would say that I like these a lot more than the Ultra Boost 22 because the fit, and especially the lockdown, just feels a bit more geared towards running. It's lovely. I didn't expect it. And then we have the beast in number 1. And I literally mean beast because this shoe is wild. It's the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent 2. And it features Nike's Zoom Air foam and then also this, standard little carbon fiber plate in the midfoot. And it is outrageous when you run. The feeling of springiness and this trampoline-like effect you get when you land and push off again is second to none. And it actually helps you in the sensation that you're being pushed forward actively by the shoe and getting a real sense of what energy return feels like. Now, the upper itself is it's actually relatively comfortable. Nike made it a bit more soft and flexible, which is nice. It also affected the lockdown, which is okay, but not outstanding. But let's be honest, guys, the star of the show is the foam here. And granted, this is not for everyone. It's a really expensive running shoe. But if you're the type of person who likes to push for a new personal best, you like to constantly improve, I haven't really found anything quite like the Vaporfly in terms of feeling that the shoe is actively helping you towards running that a little bit faster. Now, you can of course go for the €50 cheaper alternative called the Tempo Next%, but if you want the best of the best, this is it. So my friends, if you want to go and stay sharp over the summer, these are 5 great running shoes for footballers, but which one of them would you choose? Let me know in the comment section right down below, and remember that you can buy all of them via the link to Unisport right over there. Now, of course, also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notifications on. And then remember to click the playlist in the bottom right corner so you not only come back with great fitness, but that you also learn a thing or two while football is away. And with those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.